Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Game 38, BJAH versus ACES. We are just waiting for one more member to come through on the BJAH team so we can get this off and running. Has been a slight technical difficulty, but I believe they are coming through any moment. We do have the amazing Keyhole Hunter organising this event, so I do want to give thanks to him as well as to our lovely ladies of the social media officers who are making sure that we can hype this match up. The last member has come through and we are going to be underway. The message will be sent and we should be a go in 30 seconds. Taking a look at the ACES team, we do have Chemical Carnage, Ghost Touch, MP7 Death Dealer, Raijin, Seaward, Stutchy Down, Sunny Boy, Unwise Emu. Looking at the BJAH team, we have Bush Knight Crocs, Corked Rhombus, Ewok's Vengeance, Fierce Odin, Capiro, Mr. Squiggles, Raph, and Straw Hat Joel, one of the newest members to the Blackjack and Hookers team, so welcome him on board. The message has gone out. The teams will be spawning in just a second. And I do want to remind everyone there is a slight delay. Fierce Odin and the rest of the BJAH boys are straight onto it. And they have come in. Now the ACES guys as well. And we are going to be underway. Let me know in the comments below who you think is going to be taking it out on top. We are 37 games deep without having a tiebreaker map. So this should be one hell of a road. Looks like the BJAH team has completely just has gone straight to Bravo. The ACES team has just avoided the top, and they're going straight towards Charlie. A little bit of a different tactic than what anyone else has done on the Provence map so far this game. Stutchy Down automatically putting out the decoys. There goes the flare. Straw Hat Joel making an oopsie whoopsie. And MP7 Death Dealer is going to take him down. It looks like ACES are on the lead right now. Take a look at MP7 Death Dealer as he's going to be pushing straight into Charlie.
One of our soldiers has fallen.
He's getting shot from the side, and there it is. That is going to be Fierce Odin protecting the Charlie flag by himself. Ghost Touch, Sunny Boy, Stutchy Down is in there, but Fierce Odin's now got some of his mates moving up the side. We do have Mr. Squiggles coming up through the mid lane. Right on top of the stairs, he needs to make a break back towards. It looks like ACES is going for that double cap on the Charlie flag, and Mr. Squiggles is making a break back towards Bravo, linking up with the rest of his team, and ACES is just going to steamroll through here. Stutchy Down, Sunny, Ghost Touch are going to be dropped. MP7 Death Dealer is going in for the revives with Unwise Emu. Some shots coming out of nowhere. If we move over towards the Alpha flag, we do see Seaward with Raijin have taken Alpha, but at the loss of Charlie. We do have Corked Rhombus waiting in the wings, acting as a spawn beacon. Raph is going to be joining him. And now we've got the two brothers side by side, Raph and Corked. Raph is making a very bold move. Can he make it back around in time without going outside of the bounds? Just managing, but doesn't play off in his favour. And he is going to get taken down. That is going to be Stutchy dropping Raph with the M3 infrared. We will be avoiding Stutchy Down's gameplay as we don't want to be messing up our camera settings there. But Bravo and Charlie both in the hands of BJAH. BJAH is on a very, very strong lead, 155 to 136. ACES took a gamble at the beginning of the game to try and push up towards that Charlie flag. Didn't work out. BJAH capping that Bravo, immediately dropped tickets left, right, and center. And that is not good news for ACES. Seaward's now camped up on the roof there. He's going to be towed up. Now he's going to be Capiro with the trench carbine. Dropping shots, slapping thoughts, moving his way back around. Chemical Carnage from the ACES team is going to go in solo. Taking down Straw Hat Joel. The communication's going to be out. He's now going to be joined by the rest of his team. Pre-firing around that corner. It's definitely going to be working in someone's favour there. Can he go in with the P round? No, he doesn't. He knows he needs to go in for that reload. Take him down on Mr. Squiggles. Nearly got there on a two-piece, but it looks like Fierce Odin managed to get out by the skin of his teeth. Raijin now trying to push through Charlie, and BJAH is just making a defensive packed line right across Charlie. They are holding on to Bravo just at the moment, but it looks like we're about to be overrun by the rest of the ACES team. Sunny Boy, Stutchy Down's got his nice little decoy there, being one with the decoy. Sunny being very, very careful here not to alert the rest of the team. Stutchy Down's just on the other side. And this is the perfect opportunity to take Bravo. Raph is the only one there. Ewok's just up on the north. Raph taking care of that staircase, making sure he doesn't peek at Harry Potter coming up the Dobby stairwell. Goes in for the shot, takes down Ghost Touch. And starts breaking back towards Bravo. They are a little bit outnumbered. He is going to be one of the only people left on the flag. It looks like Bravo is now being contested, taking over MP7 Death Dealer, taking down Cork Drummers. Raph is still alive with Sunny and Ghost Touch still on the ground floor. Raph goes in for another one, takes down MP7 Death Dealer, and he's just going to be the bane of ACES' existence on this flag. They're now starting to flip back towards the other side. Stucci down, he's going to be still alive. The decoys are out. Sunny's down, moving his way through to the house. Bravo flag just keeps going back and forth. This is across both of them. Ewok's version is going to be joining up with Ewok. Ewoks and Corks are going to be joining up with Raph. Sunny's going to get taken down. Stucci's still there with the M3 infrared just off on the side. And they're going to hold that Bravo flag. Looking at the Alpha, we do have Seaward and Chemical Carnage up on the north lane, pushing down towards Charlie. Bush Knight and Straw Hat Joel just behind, looking to see if he can pick up one, and there it goes. From range with a VGO, Seaward gunning down the line. Mr. Squidward's going to be joining up as well, coming in for that support role. Take a look at the scoreboard now. We've got Sunny on 3-2, Stucci 6-3, Cork Drummers 8-4, and Raph on 3-3. That Bravo flag is still in the hands of BJAH, just clinging hold of that. Looks like Stucci down was taken, and Ghost as well. Looks like BJAH is just holding on to Bravo Charlie. They don't want to make that much of an aggressive push. They're just holding ACES up against the ropes, pinning them, and trying to run that clock down. ACES needs to make a push. Chemical Carnage going on the revive of Unwise Emu. He's also going in for another one as well. Seaward and Unwise Emu now deciding to take the flanky pank. Doing a flanky panky. Seaward's going to be the first one to be shot. They're going to notify their team. He needs to make a push for it now. Throws it out, but there it goes. That is some sticky dynamite. Straw Hat Joel for his first debut into a game. Dropping the C4 straight on. Picking up a two-piece. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be definitely worth the instant replay. He gets the C4 kill, then he mows down Ryzen and Unwise Emu. Here comes the instant replay moment. First we got stood down, there goes Boom with the C4, gets dropped. Jumping straight in on Straw Hat Joel there. In a moment we go in on him, he picks up two more. Both headshots on Ryzen and on Unwise Emu. Absolute brilliant gameplay and very good start for his debut into the season. Bit late into the season, but rather late than never. Seaward and Chemical Carnage now coming down through that mid lane. Fierce to Odin's going to be looking, he's going to be tunnel vision. Seaward's looking to see if he can pick him up. Seaward seeing what he can see, CC. Down in the deep blue CCC, he sees Straw Hat Joel, and he sees him putting him back to the redeploy screen. Say that 5 times, Roman. And the Charlie flag is now going into the hands of ACES. They have started taking Bravo as well, and it looks like ACES might be going for that triple cap. With Raph, the only one defending, ACES has come back extra spicy. Takes down Raph, Sunny doing the work. He's now going to go pick up on Stucci down, and that is going to be leaving the Bravo flag there. That looks like we got a triple cap going on, but not before ACES lose Alpha to the BJAH. Chemical Carnage try to hold it, but Bush Knight Cross, Mr. Squiggles, and Straw Hat Joel managing to bring that one back. Charlie flag is now being pushed by the rest of the BJAH team. We do see Seaward holding off on Raph. He's going to be letting Cork Rhombus, his brother, know. Brother in arms, Ewok Vengeance side by side. The rounds are pumping. This might go back into ACES' favour. The 69, everyone's favourite number. Giggity, 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 goo. Against 114. BJAH still has got a major lead, nearly double the points in front. ACES is looking to see if he can pop it off, but Seaward with that VGO get the nice, brilliant headshot on Cork Rhombus. Charlie flag maintains in the hands of ACES. They do have Bravo. BJAH look like they've lost their footing. Complacency stepping in. And now they're just struggling to get back on these flags. We do see Ghost Touch and Sunny backing up with Stucci down. Fierstone is now trying to make his way around from the east coast. Picking his time, picking his shots. It's not going to work out in his favour. He needs to make a break back towards the side before. That's going to be Ghost Touch. He's going to try and meet him up in the mid lane. 69 to 102. The tickets are starting to come down. We are getting to a lot more closer of a match. With 30 tickets dividing these two teams up, it's anyone's go. Ghost Touch tried to take a bit of a lie down, but Fierce Odin dropped the knee, put the boot down right on top. Ghost Touch is going to be eating dirt for that one. Alpha Flag still in the hands of BJAH. It's the only one left, and now it's Ace's turn to hold him up by the ropes. So we have a massive push from BJAH coming in from the west. Cork Trombus, Capiro, Ewoks, and Raph all coming into that Bravo Flag. Studgy's going to be the only one there in a 4v1. Let's see if he can do a miracle, pull a rabbit out of the hat, and Ace out of the hole. But no, he's too tunnel vision, and that is going to be a beautiful kill from Raph. Sneaking up behind him and putting one, clapping those cheeks together like an Area 51 raid. Capiro's now going after Unwise Emu. Unwise is going to be taken down, but BJAH's now got their footing back on the Bravo Flag. Looks like Fierce Odin's going in for the rebuy, picking up Mr. Squiggles, but we've got a push coming in from the north. Chemical Carnage and Seaward's now coming back onto that Alpha Flag. MP7 Depth Hill is there in a 4v1, now in a 2v1. Ghost Touch jumping in. This is going to be a 4v4. Chemical Carnage, Ghost Touch takes down Fierce Odin. Depth Hill is going to be dropped next, followed by Mr. Squiggles. Straw Hat's going to go, and Sunny, Chemical Carnage and Seaward are going to take full opportunity, run onto that objective, and clean it up very quickly. This is the A team now coming through, 59 to 84 and dropping quick. Looks like Aces have only dropped 10 tickets to the loss of nearly 40 coming out from BJAH. They need to get their footing back on this Charlie Flag. Chemical Carnage going down to the hands of Ewoks, but Rychen's going to be joining up. Raph is now seeing if he can pick one up. Just crazy amount of fire breaking out. Seaward's going to be alive, takes down Capiro. And here comes the artillery shells right on that Charlie Flag. Aces do still maintain it. Raph is looking to see if he can take it. Goes in for his brother on the revive, managing to get that cheeky Nando's pickup. And the Charlie Flag is now going in the hands of BJAH. He takes down Seaward in his stride. Can he go in for another one on Capiro? Wait desperately for that revive. He's going to be shot from all sides. Managing to try there, but the sticky dynamite from Chemical Carnage out of nowhere yeets and deletes him back to that redeploy screen. Charlie objective in the hands of BJAH, but maybe not for long, with Unwise Emu taking down Ewoks. He's going in for the revive. The Charlie Flag is starting to go 54 to 71. We are getting very close down to the final tickets here. Chemical Carnage and Raj are going to be joining. Raph is now going into a 4v1. This is going to be dangerous territory, and the sticky dynamite again from Chemical Carnage takes down Raph. But Cork Rhombus, Ewoks, and Capiro coming in from the north. Takes down Chemical, drops Raj, Unwise Emu hiding out in the smoke, hidden tiger, crouching sniper. He's just trying to avoid it, and it looks like we got a triple cap from Aces. They are dropping the tickets back. BJAH is losing their foothold, 50 to 56, with 5 tickets between the two. BJAH needs to make a play right now, otherwise this is going to be over, and Aces managing to pull a miracle from a 40-point drop, has brought them back, and there it goes, 50 all. Charlie Flag just going on that final 50 ticket. And it finally flips over. Aces now in the lead by 1 point. BJAH stopping that triple cap, grabbing the Charlie Flag. And if you look down at Bravo, Fierce Odin, Studgy down. Fierce Odin with the Piat, dropping Studgy down. And just absolutely laying waste. Bob the Buildering renovating that place like an absolute blockhead. So MP7 Death Dealer is about to be pushed up by Cork Trombus, coming out of church, looking to see if he can take one to the confession booth. Sees him there, picks up MP7 Death Dealer, managing to take that Alpha Flag. He's going to be joined up, but we do have a large push from the north coming in from the Aces crew. Unwise, Emu, Rajan, Seaweed, Chemical Carnage now going into a 4v2. Unwise is going to get taken down. Rajan is going to be still there remaining. Seaweed's going in for the pickup, 42 to 39. We are only 2 tickets between them, but BJAH do have a double cap on Alpha Charlie. Looks like the Alpha Flag is going to be flipped over to Aces. The Bravo Flag is not contested right now, but Fierce Odin is looking to see if he can go down and pick one up. Ghost Touch was waiting in the wings, drops him. And 39 to 37, Ace is still in the lead by 2 tickets. This is still anyone's game, with BJAH just on the outside of Alpha. Looks like they're using this as a bit of a spawn beacon. Ewoks Vengeance just hiding up inside of the boxes, looking for an Amazon delivery package. Coming in like a snack, Raiji closing up the door. That's what you want to see. Closes up the door, you know, packs up for the day. And it looks like Alpha is now going to be taken by BJAH. We do have a massive push from BJAH onto that flag. 39 to 30. Aces 9 points in the lead. Can BJAH manage to bring this back? There goes the Piat rounds. Capiro and Raph now spawning on the back of Ewoks. Chemical Carnage coming through the church. Unwise Emu and Seaward just taking a northbound side. Unwise dropping down Cork Rhombus, but at the loss of one of the team members. The Alpha flag is getting pummeled by both sides' artillery, 35 to 29. We are looking at Alpha being taken, but Bravo is also being contested. They're managing to hang on. This could be anyone's game. We are only 5 tickets between the two. Ladies and gentlemen, this could still go in anyone's favor, and this is a very close match. This could get right down to the wire. ACES now taking Alpha, do having Bravo. They are going to have that double point, and with 6 points, the bridge is widening. That river is getting longer, and BJAH needs to clap back if they want to have a chance of taking the win here. ACES with an incredible comeback, managing to drag them, only losing 20 tickets, and dragging them back by 100 is one hell of an achievement. Alpha flag now being contested. Ewoks venture with Kapira. Raf coming in from the west. Rajan through the smoke. It looks like they're going to start just yeeting him from behind. Otherwise, they're all looking all over each other. The shots are fired. The artillery is out. Here comes the Piat rounds. Gets a 30 point. The Alpha flag now being taken by BJAH. Now it's going back and forth. ACES now claiming the win on that as well. And that's going to be BJAH's kind of last push on that Alpha flag. Cork Rhombus is there, takes down Chemical Carnage. Can Cork Rhombus manage to take down Rajan? Rajan's looking to see if he can pick him up, drops him, and goes into that revive. ACES doing incredibly well on that win. We do have the Bravo flag being contested by Raf, but 29 to 5, ACES coming out of nowhere, picking up for that win, and that is going to be 29 to 2. Alpha flag's now being contested, but it's a little bit too late, and that one little flag is going to cost them that point. Can BJAH hold this ticket? They do have a double cap. If they can make sure that no one dies, they might just be able to drag this back. 26 to 1. Can BJAH manage Ewoks down? They need to find someone to get around and revive him. If he doesn't get picked up, this is going to be game, set, match. Kapiro and Rhombus are also dropped with Raf. And without Raf getting picked up, that is going to be the final ticket gone. Ladies and gentlemen, there it goes. 21 to 0. ACES with a miraculous comeback. Sunny 14 to 6. Chemical Carnage 21 to 9. Cork Rhombus 16 to 14. And Raf 16 to 15. What a comeback from 100. 120 to 0. Unwise Emu Seaward. Rajan and Chemical Carnage with the squad. We'll be going through to map 2, so stay tuned for that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to map 2. We are about to kick this off in 30 seconds. The clock is ticking down. What an absolute miraculous comeback. ACES on 69, while BJAH had a good 120. 24, I believe, at the time. Nearly double the score in front. ACES managing to flip it around, only losing about 30 tickets in their stride, but dropping BJAH down by 124 is an absolute miracle and a half. ACES pulling one out of the sleeve and Ace out of the hole and coming out on top is beautiful nonetheless, but let's see if BJAH can come back twice as strong on this map and give us the first tiebreaker. Not that we need, but the one that we deserve. 38 games in, still haven't had a proper tiebreaker map, so let's just see if BJAH can take the win on this. It looks like both teams are taking their flags right now. We've got a few stragglers heading off towards Bravo, but BJAH is moving as a solid unit. They want to cap that home flag. It looks like we've got the same thing coming out from the bottom. Who's going to get the first blood on this? Chemical Carnage is in dangerous territory, and Cork Rhombus taking down Rajan is going to be the first blood, followed by Chemical dropping Kapiro. Ghost Touch now moving around the outside. We've got a large movement with Ghost Touch, Mr. Squiggles, BJAH have just dropped the ball on Bravo, and ACES have separated, doing a bit of a split push, sent 3 people down to Bravo to claim it, and they're just going to hold that defense. It looks like they're not even going to move. Fierce Odin's going to try and join up with them. The leader of BJAH, Fierce Odin, now in a very dangerous territory. He needs to back out. Those pit rounds are going to start messing their day up. But it looks like BJAH has gone for a double cap straight on their home flag. They just don't give an absolute damn about ACES home flag, and they've just walked in, claimed it for themselves. Chemical Carnage, the defender, with Raijin absolutely stopping that push on Charlie, single-handedly taking down Ewok's Wrath and a few others. He's going to save that flag for them. Mr. Squiggles is going to be dropped. Stoogie down and Sunny are both going to go down. MP7 Death Dealer is now breaking off that Bravo flag. And this is going to give BJAH the opportunity to start claiming that back. MP7 Death Dealer just off the wings. He doesn't want to give his position away too much. Just as I say that, he does start firing down the line. They're going to notify his position. He's going to be having a teammate spawn in, and that is going to be Sunny. MP7 and Death Dealer and Sunny coming in like Siamese twins. But Bush Knight Cross is looking to divide them. Nothing divides Siamese twins like a good old couple of pit rounds.
I got you.
Mr. Squiggles going to be down between the two. Middle of the sandwich. Can Bush Knight pick him up? No, he's going to be taken from the back, and that is going to be a beautiful M3 infrared round coming in from Stoogie down, managing to sneak his way on top of the top of the building here, being a little bit of a sneaky boy. And that Bravo flag is now going into the hands of the ACES crew. They have lost Alpha, they have lost Charlie, but they are claiming Bravo back. 134 to 120. BJAH, 14 points in the lead. Trying to see if they can pick up on a 3-cap. MP7 Death Dealer mowing him down, getting a nice little 3-piece on Mr. Squiggle, Bush Knight, and Fierce Odin. I do believe that does call for an instant replay moment. MP7 Death Dealer just putting it down. I know this is going to be from a third point of view, from above, but that is just an absolute gameplay. We do see MP7 Death Dealer just coming through and mowing down a number of people in their stride, and he's just done an absolutely fantastic job defending Bravo and keeping that in the hands of the ACES crew. Looking at the Alpha flag now, we do have a push from MP7 Death Dealer. Sunny, Raijin and Seaward now coming up from the south, looking to see if they can get into the mid lane. Seaward nearly getting behind cover, but not before Mr. Squiggles with that Sawomi lighting him up like an absolute Christmas tree. And Mr. Squiggles is just going to be holding the line. He's going to be going into a 3v2. Doesn't realise he's got one behind him. Fierce Odin is now going to be backing him up. The shots are coming all over. And that is going to be Unwise Emu taking a knee, having a Kit Kat moment, lying down the M2 carbine, just doing all the work, letting gravity drop him to the floor. And ACES is looking to see if they can get that double cap now. Taking Alpha. Takes down Straw Hat Joel with absolute precision. That Alpha flag now going into the hands of ACES. It's going to give them that 2-cap that they desperately need. Start bringing this back. 128 to 91. BJAH has got a very, very good foothold right now. But losing that second cap is going to start costing them points. This is what happened during map 1. ACES just let them burn themselves out, getting all the flags. Then complacency kicks in. Now we've got Mr. Squiggles at the back, taking down Seaward. Raijin's hopefully going to go in for a revive if he can. Hiding throughout that smoke. Mr. Squiggles is also on the Alpha flag. Jumping in Mr. Squiggles now. Just dividing all over. He's trying to get one. He's trying to give one the unexpected gift. Through that smoke, nobody knows. Ring around the rosy, a pocket full of posies, a tissue, we all fall down. Mr. Squiggles coming through with that Sawomi, beautifully executed, goes in for another one. Just managing to pick up a Chemical Carnage, but not before. We got one from Unwise Emu, and then followed up by Straw Hat Joel. Beautiful coming through teamwork from BJAH. Taking them down one after another, and that Alpha flag will go back in the hands of BJAH. They are starting to take Charlie. That is going to give them the 2-cap, and they're going to start drilling these tickets down once again. ACES didn't know what hit them, and that came up like a big black dog, slapping him across face with a wet fish. And Charlie flag and Alpha now being taken by BJAH. ACES is a little bit in the lurch. Don't know which way to go. They are starting to break towards that Alpha flag and cap it back. This is going to give perfect opportunity for Bravo to be taken, as there is no defense currently on Bravo. Completely undefended. Cork Rhombus has got the beautiful idea of coming down to that Bravo flag. He's going to be joined up by Raf Capiro, Ewok's Vengeance, while we do have another squad of BJAH pushing up towards Alpha. Ghost Touch, Unwise Emu, you're going to be the first to meet on the front lines. Mr. Squiggle's going to be the first casualty. Fierce Odin is now going. Bush Knight Cross is dropped. This is going to be a 2v2. Ghost Touch and Unwise Emu. Fierce Odin's looking to see if he can grab him. Can he go in? He does manage to drop him. That is going to be a Commando Machete. And managing to take down Unwise Emu. I am going to give that an instant replay. We didn't manage to see a little bit of the old animation. Can he go for another one? No, he doesn't. A little bit failed attempt there. But Fierce Odin, the leader, coming through. Just managed to jump on him as he's sneaking up the back. Gives that old Commando Machete. Followed by dropping Unwise Emu. That alpha flag is still going to be secured by the ACES team. Very well played. Have got a good defense, but 94 to 75. ACES managing to drag them back, but that bridge is widening once again. We do have Unwise Emu now coming in through the mid lane, but he's going to be pushing into a 2v1. That is not good news. He's not taking down Ewok's Vengeance, but doesn't manage to finish off the job. And we do have Raph taking him out. Ewok's getting picked up there by one of his teammates, the Bravo flag, but we are losing Charlie. If we take a look at Charlie being contested, MP7 Death Dealer has decided to walk on, have himself a little bit of a vacation, and give himself a little bit of a breather, have a Kit Kat moment as that Charlie flag goes into the hands of ACES. BJAH needs to take this alpha flag to keep their 2 flag going. Straw Hat Joel's now breaking it. Raijin not giving up the rest of his team, and he's just getting mowed down by Straw Hat as he comes around that side. Mr. Squiggles is going to finish up on Unwise Emu, and the alpha flag only having one person on the outset. Alpha is going to go into the hands of BJAH. Mr. Squiggles doing his best to pick up his teammates. And Bush Knight Cross is going to hold it. Fierce Odin Straw Hat's now going against 2v1. Seaward try to go in with the C4 kills. That FG42 absolute laser beam in itself. Takes down Fierce Odin. There it is. An absolute perfect. That is textbook on how well that FG42 fires. That alpha flag is now going to be minimally defended. We've only got Mr. Squiggles on there going into a 3v1. He does manage to pick up his teammate, but it's a little bit too late. And Unwise Emu just rolling through, getting the 2-piece on Mr. Squiggles and Bush Knight as they were taking a knee. Getting picked up 81 to 60, 21 tickets in front. BJAH still has the lead, but losing that alpha and Charlie flag is going to be detrimental to them. Fierce Odin now and Rafa now trying to get that Bravo flag back. Sonny's going to be going into a 2v1. He knows he's going to be in a lot of trouble. He's trying to start breaking off. He's going to be chased. There he goes. He's taken down. Try to drop that smoke, but it's just too late. They did stop the 3-cap from happening. The artillery shells coming in from the ACES team. BJAH's now starting to push up towards Charlie. They don't have a lot of people defending on that Bravo flag, but MP7 Death Dealer is the only one in Charlie. About to be going into a 3v1. He's going to have to start calling for help. Take a look at MP7 Death Dealer. Let's see if he can pull a miracle out. No, looks like we got BJAH cleaning up. The house always wins and taking that Charlie flag. Blackjack and Hookers will be maintaining that second flag, 65 to 56, with only 11 tickets between these two teams. But getting wider. Chemical Carnage from ACES now coming onto Bravo, undefended. And now starting to claim back on that second flag for the ACES crew, moving over to Alpha, which is contested heavily. We do have the Blackjack and Hookers team moving on to Alpha. Ghost Touch Rogers stood you down, coming out of the smoke. And I'm very lucky that he, not to say, but we are lucky stood you down was mowed down just then. Otherwise, we would have had a very, very bad camera time. 63 to 49, tickets are going down. ACES 47, Blackjack and Hookers 63. We might just get our first tiebreaker of the season. I don't want to jinx it, but Blackjack and Hookers are maintaining a very strong position on Alpha in keeping that 2 flag out of the hands of the ACES crew. Unwise Emu tried to come through, but it wasn't enough for him. And that Charlie flag is now getting pushed by Chemical Carnage and Seaward. Chemicals dropped by Capiro. Seaward's now making a break for the side. Raijin's going to be spawning on the back. MP7 Death Dealer and stood you down. This is going to be a 4v4 with Raph, Ewoks, Capiro, and Corked Rhombus. The flare went out from one of Stood You Down's decoys. And we got a large push. Seaward's going to be dropped. MP7 Death Dealer, and they're in a staircase of absolute death. Blackjack and Hookers maintaining Alpha, maintaining Charlie. 63 to 31 and closing quick. This might just end us in the first tiebreaker of the season, ladies and gentlemen. My skin is crawling. The hair is on end. I'm on the edge of my seat right now. ACES see if they could stop the tiebreaker from happening. are now starting to push towards that alpha flag. We do have Seaward, Raijin, and Unwise Emu coming in from the west. Unwise around the corner. He's going to be taken down by Fierce Odin, the ghillie suit man himself. 63 to 21. Are we going to... He pulls out the pin at the worst time. He had his gun lined up on him. Goes in for the shots. No bullets out of his gun. He is using the invisible rounds. It's part of the DLC package. Can he get one? There it is. Fierce Odin taken down by Chemical Carnage. With it, that is going to be an instant replay. We are going to see that come through. That was beautifully executed by Chemical Carnage on Fierce Odin from a first-person point of view. Fierce Odin was waiting up in that corner for someone to come around. And out of absolutely nowhere, Chemical Carnage goes in for the shot, realizes he's not going to make the kill, and just bayonet charges him back to the redeploy screen. There he goes. Absolutely ruthless. The alpha flag is now being taken over by ACES, 57 to 17. We are getting close to the end game. Can BJAH manage to bring back that alpha flag? We do have Straw Hat Joel, as well as Mr. Squiggles and Odin claiming that alpha flag back into the hands of the BJAH team. Charlie objective is uncontested with no one defending it, but Cork Rhombus is going to spawn there. Bravo flag with Stoogie down. Capiro is now going to see if he can take it. 52 to 11. We are getting so close to a tiebreaker match. Can BJAH manage to take the win? Or will Aces manage to clean one up and pull a miracle out of the hat? Cork Rhombus and Ewok are now trying to defend the Charlie flag with only 9 tickets remaining before the end of the game. Unwise Emu is now going after Ewoks. The Charlie flag is now starting to flip to the hands of the Aces. Can they pull a miracle out? Charlie flag and Bravo now going into the hands. They've only got 5 tickets to play with. This is no time to pander. Stoogie down and MP7 Death Dealer need to be picked up. Those are 2 tickets they cannot afford to lose. Ghost Touch and Sunny just off on the outset. MP7 Death Dealer is not going to wait for a pickup, and that is going to be the loss of 1 ticket. 45 to 4, and the tickets are going down on BJAH's team. Cork Rhombus is now taking down Sunny, and they're going to be pushing onto that Bravo flag to get the 2-piece on that 2 flag cap. Ghost Touch and MP7 Death Dealer. Mr. Squiggles is dropped, but they do have tickets to play with. Bravo is now going into the hands of the BJAH team. Unwise Emu going into a 4v1. Not giving a bit care about his life, but leaving Ghost Touch and MP7 Death Dealer. MP7 Death Dealer is not going to hold on, and that is going to be the last ticket. We have our first tiebreaker of the season. BJAH claiming map 2, 41 to 0. Looking at that scoreboard, Ewoks 18 to 5, Straw Hat 19 to 5, Unwise 22 to 5, the other one 5 to 10. Unwise, Seaward, Raijin, and Chemical Carnage with the squad. Please welcome into the first tiebreaker of the season, Game 38. We'll be going through to map 3, so stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going into the first tiebreaker of Season 2. 38 games deep. Many hours played. 180 players registered. We are finally going to have our first tiebreaker. This map has been the bane of both teams' existence. ACES and BJAH have worked very hard on these, usually coming out on either side. Whenever they go up against this map against other people, ACES and BJAH have usually come out on top. This is going to be a tanker map. The excitement is in the air. Everyone's on the edge of their seat. We have 19 seconds to go. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the very first tiebreaker of Season 2. 10 seconds remaining. There is a hush over the stadium as we go live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. get yeeted, and we are good to go. Looks like Fierce Odin is going to be in that tank, waiting to come in, and I do believe Stood You Down might be the other one coming in with the tank, or it's going to be MP7 Death Dealer. Looks like Aces are on the German team. That is going to be a Tiger rolling through with MP7 Death Dealer. And looking down here, we do have a Valentine coming in from the BJAH team. If the shots are about to be fired, Chemical Carnage picking up on the first kill, dropping Bush Knight Cross. And Aces and BJAH are now going head-to-head on that Charlie flag. Bravo is going to go into the hands of the BJAH team, as Aces has decided to come back and pull a BJAH on them from that last map and go straight for their home cap. Looks like Ewok, Squawks, Rhombus, and Raph. Capiro just on from the side, unless that is a decoy. Fierce Odin's now making the side scurry on from that Charlie flag. Stood You Down is getting towed up, and we're going to look at Fierce Odin. This is going to be an absolute showdown, absolutely. Stood You Down getting destroyed there from Fierce Odin, picking up a nice little kill. And if we move over to MP7 Death Dealer, he's going to start bringing up Kitty Got Claws, and that is not going to be good news. That is going to be a massive hit towards Fierce Odin. He needs to get the hell out of Dodge. That tiny little tank will not last much more. It looks like MP7 Death Dealer is in trouble. He does take down Fierce Odin. He is on fire, and he goes down as well. Both tanks down around the same time. They will be spawning in together. Raiden and Sunny did not manage to save their tank. We do have Straw Hat Joel taking down and avenging Fierce Odin, dropping that. Now we're going to be on infantry to infantry. Alpha and Charlie both in the hands of Aces, but it looks like the Alpha flag is now being contested by BJAH. But the Aces crew's over here ready to rock and roll. MP7 Death Dealer now on the ground, rocking around the Christmas tree. Raph is going to be taken down by Stood You Down. There goes another one. Takes down Cork Rhombus, leaving his teammate behind. Can he go in for one? They're going around and around. Goes in for one. He goes in for the shot. Takes down Capiro. Goes in for another one. Doesn't manage. And I was going to give us an instant replay on that if he could make the kill for the final go. But Ewok's Vengeance dropping him, ending that man's whole career. Capiro is going to be waiting for that pickup. Raph needs to make it over there to get the revive. And it looks like there's going to be a 3-cap from BJAH. They've got Bravo. They've got Charlie. And now they're taking Alpha. Aces needs to claim a flag. 140 to 140. Here we go. This is going to be showtime now. Aces just off on the side, just inside of the barn. They are starting to claim it. They managed to only get a little bit, just a touch, just the tip of a 3-cap on them. Only going down by 4 tickets. They managed to just execute that flag in time by the skin of their teeth. Seaward with the infinite reload. Bravo flag is still holding off, undefended, and Alpha looks like Aces is now starting to push back. They do have Charlie. They are now starting to take Aces. You can feel the sweat dripping across the screen as both teams have got everything to lose and everything to win. First tiebreaker of the season. They know everyone's going to be watching. This is where it's all going to go north or south. Who's going to take the win on this? MP7 Death Dealer is running through. Without that tank, can he has this? Does he have the same amount of claws? Raph just on top of the stairs. Goes in, takes down Ewok's Vengeance. Stood You Down, picking it up. And the building starts to go down. He's getting some debris getting some debris hits on there. Raph is still alive, waiting for someone to poke their head around that corner. The upper flag is being taken over by BJAH, but Aces is starting to come back, and who is that going to be on there? There goes the shot. Sticky Dynamite. Stood You Down, clearing out the building to drop Raph. Whatever works, but we do have MP7 Death Dealer back in the tank, which means we should see Fierce Odin in his tank as well. Fierce Odin's still alive. They don't have a tank left on their spawn. Fierce Odin might just redeploy, or he's going to hold off until he can get his tank back. We have a massive push from BJAH coming up to the Bravo flag. Aces claiming that Bravo flag for the first time this game so far. Capiro's beacon, decoy. Seaward getting shot, managing to just get behind cover. Goes in, takes out Cork Rhombus. Smoke is out. Seaward tried to throw the C4 in there, but couldn't make it out. Capiro's going to be joining up. The BJAH team now starting to push onto that Bravo flag. They need to start claiming it. Chemical Carnage is the only one left on the Bravo flag trying to defend. The shots are out. He sees one. He goes with the shot. Takes down Cork's Rhombus. They're going to be notifying the team. We're going to have Aces, Chemical Carnage, and Seaward going into a 3v2. 3v3 now. 3v4. Ewoks just on the side. Kabira's going to be dropped. Ewok's still alive. Raph is going to be mowed down, and Ewoks is the only one left. He's the only one left going, hiding out within that smoke. Crouching Tiger, hidden sniper. He's about to be put into the middle of an Aces sandwich. The meat between the buns. Fierce Odin, Squiggles, and Straw Hat Joe still haven't spawned in with a tank, and they're going to move up from the Charlie flag. Take a look at Alpha. We do have the Aces crew all over it, and MP7 Death Dealer is doing a little bit more to hold back, not put himself in a position where he's going to run straight into the BJAH crew. Bravo is being contested, being pushed up, the rest of it, and it looks like we're going to have a massive firefight breaking out on the Bravo flag. Fierce Odin coming in on the back. Ghost is going to be dropped. Rigid just hiding behind cover. Fierce Odin running straight through. And if I can get on him, there we go. Let's see if he can pick one. He's going to be shot from behind. Try to turn around and smack him across the face, but that is going to be Chemical Carnage. Well, Raijin, I should say, taking it down. Raph is now going to be there. There is a grenade just before he got the shot on. The grenade would have gone off and killed him anyway. But Chemical Carnage, Raijin is waiting for a pickup. Straw Hat Joe now on Bravo. Chemical Carnage, Straw Hat's completely tunnel vision through. Chemical Carnage, Straw Hat trying to go for the cheeky revive, but Chemical Carnage is just harassing the poor fella. And that P38 pistol headshotting him. Absolute thing of beauty. The Bravo flag stays in the hands of Aces, 120 to 79. Aces in the lead by a good 50 points. BJAH struggling to get a foothold on one of these flags. Losing most of their members on Bravo did not help their cause out. And Fierce Odin's finally come through with the tank. And we do have a tank here on tank action now. Fierce Odin's still using the tiny little Valentine. Come through. He's going after Ghost Touch over on the side. Doesn't manage to. We do have MP7 Death Dealer with his repper on the back. That is going to be Sunny trying to rep him up. Stucci Down's now going against Raph. He sees his target. Goes in. Goes for the shot. This is getting a nice 21 damage, but it's not enough. He's going for the reload. Fierce Odin's now going to be under siege. That Tiger's putting a lot of damage on him. He needs to make a break. That black smoke, one more shot, and Fierce Odin is going to be yeeted down. That is not good news. He's in a lot of trouble. That black smoke, he needs to get the repairs in. No one repairing him is going to be a detriment. Because MP7 Death Dealer is not going to go through the same thing. Looks like BJAH's trying to get that 3 cap now. They are taking the Alpha flag, but they were at the loss of taking Bravo. They have lost it. They've lost Alpha as well. Stucci Down's now going after Mr. Squiggle. BJAH, Fierce Odin running in. He's going absolute crazy. Going after that Tiger tank. He's an absolute mad lad. Unfortunately, that C4 managed to just get onto Fierce Odin. And we do have a little bit of a camera motion there. A little bit of a problem. But Bravo is now the place to be. BJAH looking to see if they can pick up that second cap. Otherwise, Amy Chemical Carnage just from the outskirts. Seaward's still alive, and it looks like BJAH did lose the footing. And Aces has just been extremely defensive, not even attempting to go for that Charlie flag. BJAH just keeps coming at him, but Aces is just building a wall, just a massive defensive line, and they just refuse to move. Trying to get Aces off the Bravo flag is like trying to stick a wet noodle up a kangaroo's backside in a phone box. You just can't get it done. Everyone's favourite little comment there. Bravo flag staying in the hands of Aces. They only been minorly contested, but it wasn't enough. There it goes. And that Tiger is going to be an absolute pain in the backside to the BJAH team who are struggling. Fierce Odin's now got the range, but he doesn't get it. Fierce Odin's desperately trying to go with that Panzerfaust. MP7 Death Dealer has got 2 protective units on there, 2 escorts, 1 repper, 1 assault. Fierce Odin's going to be taken down by Chemical Carnage, and BJAH is just struggling to get any kind of foothold on that Bravo flag. 114 to 26, BJAH is in a massive amount of trouble, and it looks like Aces might take the win without cracking past the 3 digits. Taking a look at that Charlie flag. Aces is still just maintaining a foothold on Bravo, and they're just trying to push them back without getting the full cap on them. BJAH is now starting to come up to that MP7 Death Dealer. Bush Knight, Mr. Squiggles. Sunny's going to be there for the wrap-up, but he's going to be on his own. Mr. Squiggles going head-to-head against Sunny. Sunny's going to be dropped. Straw Hat Joe and Bush Knight Cross. They might lose the game, but they haven't lost the war. They are going straight toward MP7 Death Dealer. Top of the shots, takes down Suchi down. He's trying to get away from that Tiger, gets shot from the back, but managing to narrowly avoid it. MP7 Death Dealer is going to be pushed 112 to 10. BJAH have done their absolute best, but Aces have just dug in for the long term, managing to just use the tactics of defense, not wanting to leave their objectives. Fierce Odin's now coming in strong on MP7 Death Dealer. He does have a repper at the back, and Fierce Odin once again is taken down by MP7. That Tiger Tank, Kitty's got claws, 2 rappers on the back, Bush Knight making a wide berth around the outside, does get dropped, and there it goes. Aces taking the win for Game 38, 109 to 0. Chemical Carnage 16 to 3, Seaward 16 to 3, Straw Hat 12 to 8, and Raf 4 to 8. Ladies and gentlemen, Aces managing to take the win from the first tiebreaker. Unwise Emu, Seaward, Raja to Chemical Carnage with the squad, and we'll be back with the winners just in a moment. Stay tuned for that. Gentlemen, how are we? Congratulations on win 38, the first tiebreaker of the season. How are you guys feeling? You must be absolutely exhilarated.
Yeah, not really.
Far out.
No.
Thanks. Fucking sweating. That was great, yeah.
That was a sweaty match.
Absolutely. That first round, you got down to 69 points, everyone's favourite number. They were on 124. You managed to drag them back by only losing 30 tickets, dragging them back by 124. An absolute miracle. And then on our Marge, dropping the ball right around the mid-game, lost you it. But to come back with a triple-digit win on the third game, you just dug in straight into your defenses, wouldn't leave the objectives, weren't being aggressive and let them come to you. It was very good tactics, very well played, and everyone was going mental because it was the first tiebreaker. Only 38 games in, so just a few. But so just a few, but you guys must be absolutely pumped. What was going through your mind during our Marge when it started to flip against you?
What the fuck? What the fuck just happened?
Well, they're a very good team, so, you know,
They got us on that one.
We were always expecting a challenge anyway. You know, we have a lot of respect for BJAH, so...
Yeah.
Well, this is definitely a highly anticipated
they came back
game.
well
You
after
guys
definitely improved.
Well, you guys will be going down in history, that's for sure. The first tiebreaker game of the season, both teams, you guys have definitely got to be happy with that one. I can only imagine the sweat that was pouring off your heads during the end of the second round when you knew it was going to be a tiebreaker.
I had to get a towel to dry up my controller sweat. It was a bit
I've just got to go jump on my
very good at our ass.
Yeah, no, it was very good. Those games, bro. Fucking awesome, bro.
Pull it out.
Well,
Catch your eye.
Well,
thanks, Blackjack and Orcas. Good games, boys and girls.
yeah, mate. Thanks, guys. Vengeance, you sweaty nerd. Thanks, man.
well,
Good challenge.
Aris was a little bit of a it was a bit of a red herring because you didn't know who it was going to go to. Both you and BJAH have done extremely well when it comes to Aris maps against other teams, and so it could have been either side on that one. MP7 Death Dealer having two people around you at all times, keeping one rapper and one assault, definitely saved you a number of times. Yeah, Fierce Odin coming out there. He was a little bit gutsy driving that Valentine straight towards you with no support. He just kept coming at you.
A bit too hard there. Yeah, pushed too hard.
But no, you guys did incredibly
well. I
well.
saw a tank going straight for our tank last minute, so I jumped in to repair it as well. So.
Well, you guys have done well, and we look forward to seeing you next game where you'll be taking on the UL family next Sunday at 6 PM, September 13th for game 44. And I do believe that is going to be your second last game, with you taking on the very last game against Filth right on game 50. So how are you looking forward to your next couple of games?
Oh, yeah, we're playing Lever tomorrow, mate.
Oh, you are playing. Yeah, you're playing the ladies tomorrow. I do apologize. You are playing ladies. I'm still very flustered over having the first tiebreaker. I've been wanting this, I think, harder than anybody else. So it's good to have you guys part of it. But no, before I take off to the other team, is there any shout outs that you would like to make?
Yeah, to Hoggy, he wasn't able to be with us today because he lost a friend of his. So I just want to let him know that we won it for him.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure he'll be watching, and he's going to be proud of you boys.
And yet again, thanks to Blackjack and Hookers for playing us. You did really well, guys. Definitely a challenge.
Great. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we've enjoyed.
I wish we could do it again because that was fucking sick.
Well, who's to say that we won't do another after the season? We've got a couple of scrim matches. I know that DTM and Ghost will be going at each other again after the tournament's done, so we might be able to set up another BJAH and ACES, because that was absolute pleasure to watch.
That was good, very good. Sounds good.
All right, guys, well, I'm going to jump into their party and have a chat to them, but congratulations on winning game 38. Very well done, very well played, and all the best to your game tomorrow against the ladies at 6 PM.
Yeah, appreciate it, mate. Right. Catch you later.
Awesome.
Yeah, man.
Cheers, mate.
Right.
Gentlemen, unfortunately it wasn't your day, but thank God, only a couple in, 38 games deep, we finally hit our tiebreaker. You guys must be absolutely just sweating, shaking, nail biting, smoking a couple of cigarettes, cracking a couple of cold ones after that, because that was one hell of a sweaty game.
That was heaps of fun, mate. That was awesome. That was premium.
Well, when you guys go back and watch this, you should see the chat just at the end of map 2. It was blowing up. The amount of people that we finally, just casually roll through with the tiebreaker. Only 38 games in, but it's all right. We got there in the end.
Good dude. Were you shoutcasting by yourself today, Noob?
I certainly was. Dwarf Chucker unfortunately couldn't make it in today, so it was a shame that we couldn't have him there, but I was able to go nuts the way that I always do without having to worry about blowing someone's eardrum out, so I'm sure he'll be happy with that. But walk me through what you guys were feeling on your first game going in on Provence. You were 124 tickets, and they were on 69. Once you started dragging back, what went through your mind as those tickets started to get closer and closer to the end? Did you guys just start to panic, or what happened?
There was a sense of panic. No lies there, don't get me wrong, but we just had to get those flags, and we did get the 3 cap on us near the end there, which sort of put us on the back foot, which wasn't obviously ideal for us, but I did think the boys did take that out of the 3 cap pretty quickly, but just wasn't quick enough. And it was just a hell of a battle. Like Province, we picked Province, and we thought that was going to be our map, and essentially most of the match it was. But we just dropped it. We just dropped the ball. That's all I can say. But I have to say the boys did bloody well though. I thought it was an interesting, sweaty game, and it was probably the most fun, sweaty game we've ever had.
It's amazing. It's amazing how quick a game can change just over getting 3 caps. You guys had it for probably 90% of that game, and in the last bit you dropped it, and they managed to come through. But your game on our Marge was incredibly well played. Instead of going for that Bravo flag, you went straight for the home cap, which I noticed they pulled the same tactic on you during ACES. So I think you took them off guard during our Marge, and you did it very well. They did have you for quite some time, for probably the first third of the game, but the second third you managed to just flip it around, and they were just battling to hold that alpha flag while you kept Charlie and Bravo. So it was very well played there. But was your tactic the whole time just to avoid Bravo, or was that just a last second decision?
The tactic was morely to hold two flags and hold them and sort of work off that. But in saying that, we did get aggressive in some points. We sort of pushed a little bit harder than what we should have. In essence, it actually came into our favour because sometimes we actually broke through and got into where we needed to get into. But no, that wasn't our main goal when we got into it. It was sort of, right, what does ACES normally do? And they tend to go in for the battles. And so we thought they were going to go Bravo. So that's why we thought Charlie.
Well, it was well played nonetheless, and they had the same idea. They pulled the sneaky on you during the ACES game. But I do have to say, what was going through your mind when you decided to bum rush a Tiger that was being wrapped with a Valentine that was on smoke? I don't know what kind of kamikaze bonsai kind of moment you had going
times,
there.
mate.
I'm not scared.
He was screaming
desperate measures.
as he did it.
Oh, I was screaming, you know, praise God and all this. I'm going to die, but bugger, I'm going to take him down with me. It was just pure desperation. It really was. It got to the point of just pure desperation. And I knew that the Valentine Archer can, if done right, can take out a Tiger. But no, I honestly wasn't in the game. I was just thinking I just want to get that tank and get rid of it, but it just didn't happen at all.
Well, having a chat to ACES before, they've got a lot to say about you guys. They have a lot of respect for you, and I believe that they would like to try and set up another match at the end of this comp. We might be able to set through another scrim match, just as we're doing with DTM and Ghost. We could do another one between ACES and BJAH. They have a lot of respect for you, but before we leave it there, is there any shout-outs that you would like to give before we close it up?
Oh, absolutely, man. Shout out to the ACES. I mean, they are a big bunch of boys and they're a fun bunch of boys. And it proved today they've been working bloody hard on their tactics and their comms and everything like that. They worked really well. But hats off to Hoggy. You know, unfortunately, he couldn't be there, couldn't make it. You know, shout out to him. Hope everything goes well with his end. And also Gutsy, he missed it out because of work, which is a bit disappointing because I always love to kill Gutsy. But no, big shout out to them, and also a big shout out to Noobs and the crew. You know, they've done awesome throughout this whole tournament, and we look forward to seeing a lot more of it.
Well, it was a pleasure to watch you guys and have that first tiebreaker. It's finally happened. It's like Christmas come early. But we will see you guys. Now, I made it wrong before when I said ACES was taking UL next when they're actually taking the ladies tomorrow, because I'm a little bit flabbergasted. But I do have you guys booked in 100% Game 47, Sunday, September 20th, where it's going to be Battle of the Couches 2.0. Where BJAH takes on the ladies in Battlefield Red. So I'll be looking forward to shoutcasting that one, as per requested by both Fierce and Aim Zizzles with the Sizzles. So that is going to be one I'm looking forward to. But go have a shower, guys. I know I bloody need to after that, but you guys did well, and I look forward to seeing your games in the future.
Oh, awesome. Cheers for that, Noobs. Much appreciated.
Cheers, Noobs. Cheers, man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is me, done and dusted. We are going to be coming back tomorrow at 12 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, where we'll see Ghost take on PAK for Game 39. So I'm looking forward to that one. I'm sure the rest of you are. And I've been Nooblicious. Thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for finally getting that tiebreaker and being a part of watching that history in the making. Big shout out to Keyhole Hunter for organising the matches. The ladies from the Amy, Lena, and Dottie for doing incredible work with the social media. I'll have to big shout out as well to Fox Milk for organising some of the graphics and the web design. And all the best to Hog Dogs. We know that he's going through a bit of a hard time at the moment, so much love given to him from the community. I'll see you all tomorrow at 12 p.m. I've been Nooblicious. Bye bye for now.